Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the express bus service at Walt Disney World, and I'm not sure exactly when it was introduced, but it's a fairly new thing that Disney are offering, and it's basically a bus service where you can go from park to park without having to re-enter the park. So say for example you're in Hollywood Studios and you want to go across to Magic Kingdom. There's a pickup point in Hollywood Studios, you go there, hop on a bus, you'll be taken directly to Magic Kingdom, and then you don't have to go through the main entrance and security and all of those kinds of things again. And you might be thinking to yourself, is that really worth doing? Because you can, in a lot of cases, get from one park to another using the Disney transport fairly easily. So for example, if you're going from Magic Kingdom to Epcot or vice versa, you obviously have the monorail. If you're at Hollywood Studios, you can get a boat across to Epcot. And the other parks, I think, do have a bus out at the main bus area where you can get from park to park. So this is really just a premium service if you want to be able to do those things a lot more quickly. Because if you are in a park and you want to go somewhere else, you do have to go all the way back to the exit of the park, back out to the transportation area, get on the transport, get to the other park, go through security and the main gates again. So it does save a lot of time. So that's the main purpose of it, really, is to save time. It's not something that you can't do anyway, but it's something that you can do a lot quicker if you have the express service. So I did try this out on my last trip so that I could let you guys know what I thought of it. So let me just run through a few of the details about it, and then I will go on to let you know what I thought. So first up, in order to take advantage of the express bus service, your park ticket needs to have a park hopper option. So if you have regular park tickets, you would need to have the park hopper option added on. If you have base tickets, where it's only one park per day, you won't be able to use this service. If you have an annual pass, then you can obviously use it because the annual pass is good for moving from one park to another. And if you're a UK guest and you have any of the 7, 14 or 21 day ultimate tickets, that is also good for using this service as well, because that includes the park hopper option. And there may be different types of tickets that are exclusive to certain countries that I'm not aware of. So you would just need to make sure that you have the hopper option, or park to park option it could be called, where it's not just one park per day, and then you would be able to use this service. So the buses run approximately every 30 minutes from 10 AM until park closing. So just bear that in mind. When they say park closing, it obviously is the closing of the park you're going to. So if Epcot is open till 10 and you're wanting to go across to Animal Kingdom and they close at 7, then you're not going to be able to go to the bus stop at Epcot at 8 PM when Epcot is still open and go to Animal Kingdom, because that's already closed. So that's what they mean, is just park closing at the park you're going to, if that makes sense. And the cost for using this service is either $19 per day or $29 for a 7-day ticket. So if you are on vacation for a week or more, then obviously getting the multi-day ticket is well worth it. It's not that much extra, but you're getting a whole 7 days. If for whatever reason you only have one day to visit the parks and you have a park hopper ticket, I would definitely recommend using this service, because then you can very quickly get from one park to the next, and you'll be able to visit more parks in one day. But definitely if you're on a longer vacation, the $29 for 7 days is way better value. And you can purchase the express transportation either at your resort concierge, at the main ticket window of any of the parks, and you can also purchase it at the actual bus stops themselves within the parks, which I'm just going to go on to where those are in a moment. So even if you're already in the park, you can still go ahead and purchase the transports. So when you purchase your express transportation pass, they will give you this leaflet, and this has all 4 locations on here of where you would go to get the bus. So Animal Kingdom, the check-in location is just next to Tusker House, and you can see the sign there which lets you know that that is the correct location. So always just look for the purple sign. At Hollywood Studios, the location is at Coaster Courtyard, adjacent to Rock and Roller Coaster. And at Epcot, the location is to the east of Spaceship Earth, and I did have a little bit of trouble finding it at first. So if you were stood facing Spaceship Earth as you'd walked into the parks, you would go to the left and you'll find it just around at the side of Spaceship Earth. And in the Magic Kingdom, the location is near the exit of Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin in Tomorrowland. And because you get onto the bus in a backstage area, all of these bus stops are a little bit hidden away, because obviously you then go straight through to a backstage area and get on the bus. They don't want guests walking around in backstage areas all over the place, so they've made them quite convenient so that you go to the bus stop, just kind of nip through to the backstage area right onto the bus. So they're not kind of hidden. They do have the purple signs as you just saw, so that it's easy to locate them. But yeah, just bear in mind that you will be going into backstage areas and you're not allowed to take photographs and stuff in any backstage areas. So a cast member will come and get you at the location and just walk you through and straight onto the bus. So as for my experience using it, I did only use it for one day, so I just purchased the 1-day pass, and I did that at the main ticket window at Epcot before I went into the park. Like I said before, I did have a little bit of trouble finding it at first, but the purple signs make it very obvious where you're supposed to be. So I approached the cast member at the podium, let them know that I'd already purchased the express transportation. And when I purchased it, I had to tap my magic band, and then the cast member tapped my magic band at the bus stop so that they could see I'd already purchased it. But like I said before, if you want to use the service and you haven't already purchased it, don't worry, just go ahead to the bus stop and you can purchase it there. So then I was told to take a seat for a few moments, and it shouldn't be very long before I go through to get the bus. And I was going from Epcot to Hollywood Studios. And I think it was possibly around 10 minutes that I waited. I don't think it was even that long. And a cast member came through and called anyone who was going to Hollywood Studios. So there was myself and 2 other people. And they just took us on a very, very short walk through a gate into a backstage area where there was a bus stop. The bus was already waiting, so we just hopped on the bus and then were driven straight to Hollywood Studios. And it was kind of neat because I got to see some of the backstage areas, so behind the Norway Pavilion and where Test Track is, the bus kind of drove out that way. And then when we arrived at Hollywood Studios, we came in at the back of Hollywood Tower of Terror, so we got to see that from behind, which was kind of cool. And then as soon as you get off the bus, there's a cast member waiting to just walk you through, and then you end up in the courtyard by Rock and Roller Coaster. So it was very, very quick. You don't have to go through security again. You're just in the park, and you can go off and do whatever you're doing. So if you are moving between parks, or you're rushing from one park to another for a reservation for dinner or something, and you're very short on time, it's definitely a quick way to get from one park to the other. Or if you don't like walking too far and obviously having to go all the way out of a park and then all the way into the next one, if you maybe have mobility issues and problems with walking too far, then this would also be a great option because you're getting the buses right from inside the park, so it cuts down on too much walking for you. And I will definitely be using this again on my next vacation. I think $29, like I said, is a very, very good price for 7 whole days of being able to use the service. And for me, I probably used to plan my days to not do too much park hopping, just because thinking about going back out, getting the bus and doing all of those kind of things, it feels like a bit of a hassle. This definitely takes that away and makes me feel like I can move between the parks a lot more easily. So I don't know whether this service is something that is here to stay forever. Disney usually introduce things as a trial to see how well received it is, whether people are using it. Obviously, if people are not using it, then it will probably get taken away or the price will go up. But at the moment, I think it's very reasonably priced for what it is. I really hope they do keep it because I think it's a great option. If it ever goes away, I will alter the title of this video to say that it's now discontinued. I really, really hope not. But as I say, I can't guarantee that it is something that will be staying forever because you never know. With Disney, they obviously try things out to see whether or not they work. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if there's anything that you're not sure about or that I didn't cover about the express transportation, then definitely let me know and I will get back to you. As well as videos about how to help you plan your Disney trip, I also vlog all of my trips and I have playlists and everything of those. So if you're not already subscribed, then definitely hit that subscribe button to see lots more of these types of videos and the vlogs. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.